We talked about the major OEMs and manufacturers for a long period of time have had a contingency program enabling riders to receive cash payouts to a debit card, in particular when they achieve race wins. Have you ever considered doing something like that here at Cobra?
We do have a lightweight contingency program at Cobra, so all of the major amateur nationals have contingency associated with them, and we used to have the contingency program implemented outside the company by another firm. We've recently pulled that inside, and we're restructuring right now. But for sure, big kids that end up with race wins at Ponca City and Loretta Lynn's and many O's are going to receive contingency money this year.
What kind of money for payouts, and how can what can a parent aim for next year for their child if they purchase a 2012 Cobra? What does the payout schedule approximately look like, even if you haven't finalized it yet?
Yeah, the major nationals all have payouts for. They should have payouts for the top 5 places, and that is stock and mod, 50cc junior, 50cc senior, and 65 classes. Both the age groups in the 65 class. The biggest payouts of the year come at Ponca City and Loretta Lynn's. Those are the big races, but the other races have decent payouts as well. So first place might be 150 Cobra bucks at one of the amateur nationals. At Loretta Lynn's, I think the payout is $350 for a win. It might even be $500. I don't have enough information.
And Cobra bucks is for the product that comes from the manufacturer.
Cobra bucks, we do not put any cash on a debit card. We let riders and racers, parents, turn in their Cobra bucks directly to Cobra for product. And it can be anything. It can be anything from a T-shirt to a clutch to a cylinder, whatever it is.
Biggest feature regarding the 2012 Cobra CX65?
I mean, by and large, it's really a brand new engine. We've got power valve this year. That's the biggest news. But probably the second biggest news is how we actuate that power valve. It's electronic actuation. Indirect electronic actuation, unlike the Honda RC valve that they had in their 250, which was a stepper motor. It was very slow to react. This is a direct solenoid actuation, computer controlled, and it allows very, very accurate, very, very quick timing of the valve.
Any consumer that wants the 65 and does not want to be left out of this production cycle and might be concerned about not getting one.
Yeah, starting July 1st, we started taking deposits, and then they came rolling in fairly steadily. We haven't really announced that to the world yet. We're going to do a lot of our announcements on the bike and on our launch dates and things like that through the summer national season at Ponca City and Loretta Lynn's over the next couple of weeks. So that once the word gets out, once people know exactly what they're getting and when they can get it. If you want one, it's very simple. There's a small fee to reserve a production slot in our production lineup, and later on in the fall, when we get very accurate about launch dates, it's probably going to be in November sometime.
How much more would you like your export market to grow?
I view Cobra now as a global company. 3 years ago, I wouldn't have said that at all, but now we're exporting to every major continent. The only place that we really don't have a good foothold in is in Asia. Motocross, I think, is just starting to develop as the middle class develops in those areas, but as two-wheel crazy as those parts of the world are, there's no doubt in my mind that there will be a motocross culture developing over the next decade, and we certainly plan on being in Asia as well. So Europe, Australia, Canada, Mexico, South America, those are all markets that we're in, and we see nothing but growth over the next 10 years.